first Monday of April 2011. It's our chance to do a market update looking at the statistical information for the month of March 2011. The numbers followed a fairly similar pattern to what we experienced through the month of February. So for the total number of listings in single-family homes, there was 4,024 homes for sale, and of that we saw 33% of those properties sell with a total of 1,355 sales. In the condo market, it was a little bit softer. Of a total of 2,148 listings, there was only 609 sales, so that's about 28% of condominiums selling. The way this feels for a realtor working in the industry is as follows. When we're working with a buyer and we have a list of, say, 10 properties to go and take a look at, when we go to view those homes, if of those 10, 2 or 3 of those properties sold, that buyer is then infused with a little bit more motivation or inspiration to make a decision to buy one of the homes that they've taken a look at. Now, this is quite different than where we were a couple of years ago, because at that time we would go take a look at 10 different properties and the buyer would see all 10. If they didn't make a decision that week, there'd probably be a few more properties come onto the market, and the 10 they went and saw, of those 10, the prices might have even softened a little bit. So when we were in that type of a marketplace, there was simply no buyer motivation, very little inspiration to make a decision to buy. In this type of market, there's a lot more motivation. If you find a property that you like, you better be making an offer on it because things are moving and things are selling. And so in this respect, it's feeling a lot more fair, a lot more balanced, and a little bit more of a steady marketplace. Also, of course, for sellers, the fact remains, if a buyer is making an offer on your property, we're of course coming through what has been more heavily weighted towards a buyer's marketplace. Sellers are keen to work with buyers, and on both sides then there tends to be a little bit more pliability and negotiability. Looking at some of the stats, I'll overlay one of the charts here. The Calgary absorption rate here, reflected on page 10 of the Calgary Real Estate Stats package, would show that we are entering a more balanced marketplace. The balance here on this graph is defined by the number of listings relative to the number of sales. I'm also going to overlay here a chart which is on the following page of the CREB Stats package. What I wanted to point out here is looking at what we see here for sales. April, May, June in 2010 started to slide down a little bit, while we saw the listings over the next few months of 2010, April, May, June, started to increase. So this is just a reminder to anyone who's in the marketplace feeling that they might like to try the spring market a little bit for some sort of a new level of sales price. You're probably not in a real position to be trying the market, because if you're in a place through the month of April, you're trying for a new number, you might well be missing the market, because come June, July, there's going to be a lot more listings, again, relative to what we typically see on a calendar year, and of course the number of sales do start to decline into the summer months. Mind you, last year we saw the sales activity start to taper down a little bit earlier. Normally we see better strength through the months of April and May, and we're feeling by way of activity that we're going to see those numbers a little bit stronger this year than what we did see last year. So for more detailed information, please feel free to contact the Ramage group. This is a very general overview of what's happening in the Calgary marketplace. I'm Lucas Ramage. Thanks for watching.